So this here is charcoal that I make from trash. So a lot of this is, the large pieces here, is shredded cardboard. Some of it didn't quite pyrolyze, but that's okay because it goes out into the ground anyway, so yeah, that's biodegradable. But also, we'll mix, there's a pottery shard. Sometimes I make pottery in with it, and sometimes it doesn't work out, so we get pottery shards in there. But that's alright, it helps absorb and hold water in the soil anyway, so that's not really a problem. But there's, like that, pretty sure that's like part of a paper towel. But this fine dust, a lot of this fine dust, is actually from plastic, which, when it pyrolyzes, it usually just loses its structure entirely, and you just get like a dust. And then a lot of times what I'll do, whenever I change the rabbits' bedding, the rabbits in the house that have a solid surface underneath them, I'll actually lay down a layer of charcoal first, and then over the, it usually ends up being about 5 days to a week between changes. They'll urinate on it and poop on it, but that doesn't matter as much. Mostly the urine gets collected in this and it turns it into a bit of a biochar, nutrient rich. And then I put all of that out onto the yard where it composts down. But this will end up staying in the soil, long after I'm dead, and continue helping retain water and nutrients for hundreds, thousands of years. And I just get it from literally like everything that would be trash otherwise. Plastic wrappers, plastic containers, cardboard containers, paper towels after like washing my hands and stuff. As long as it doesn't have, heavy metals or stuff like that in there, stuff that's going to burn off, don't have a problem with. And the way that I heat this, it uses very little other fuel to get it started, and then you use like a retort, so it sort of just keeps itself going. So the stuff that it outgasses ends up fueling that heat, producing more heat to keep it going up and down until it's pyrolyzed into charcoal. So you end up sequestering carbon in the soil in a very useful way and eliminating effectively any waste that your household will produce. Including plastic waste. Like, there's no, even this plastic bucket here, when it gets to a point where it's degraded and it won't work anymore, I just break it up, pyrolyze it, and do the same thing with this bucket. So, yeah, I don't really understand why everybody still thinks we have this problem with plastic. Like, we don't have a solution for this. We can improve the situation, the environmental situation, in a lot of ways. We can reduce or eliminate a lot of these crises that we have right now just by doing this. You could use something like this on an industrial scale. Say you're producing this industrially. You could use it as one of the filtration stages for a municipal water supply, right? Particularly like wastewater. And now it's charged with nutrients, and take that, put it into farmland, till it into the soil as biochar, and now that soil will not require as much fertilizer. So you're going to have less problems of fertilizer production, less problems of runoff, because the soil can hold more water. A lot of our current environmental issues could be at least significantly reduced by doing things like this. I don't understand why this isn't a thing that we do.